Yes.
Good evening, everyone. We will begin the evening service of the World Messianic Church of America, Miroku Association headquarters, expressing our gratitude to God and Meishu-sama for the permission and protection granted us while participating today in God's divine plan of constructing a paradise on this earth. Amatsu-Norito and Miroku Prayer. Please stand.
Amahara ni kanzumarimasu.
Amoroki kamoromi no mikoto mochite Sumemi yoya kamuri sanagi no mikoto Sukushi no himukado tachiranado Oto no ahagi harani Misogi harai tamo Toki ni nari maseru Harai dono Nami tachi Moro moro no Nagago totsumi kedare o Harai tamae Kiyome tamae Toma osu koto no yoshio Amatsu kami kurisu kami aoyorosu no kami tachi tomoni Ame no fuchi koma no mini furita tete Kikoshi meseto kashikomi mo maosu
Miroku o mikami
Mamori tamae saki hae tamae Miroku o mikami Mamori tamae saki hae tamae
Oshie miyoya nushi no kami
Mamori tamae saki hae tamae Oshie miyoya nushi no kami Mamori tamae saki hae tamae
Kam nagara
Tamashi hae mase Kanagara Tamashi hae mase
Great God of light, creator and giver of all life.
In accordance with your divine will, the long age of night draws to an end. Your radiant divine light, shining ever more brilliantly, awakens the dawn of the glorious age of light, a time long awaited by all humanity. We thank you for guiding us to your divine plan, and for the privilege of channeling and receiving Johrei. May our spirits and bodies be illuminated and purified as we live your truth given to us by Meishu-sama. Make us pure and effective instruments of your divine light, so that we may serve you and all those with whom we come in contact. May paradise on earth be realized with health, peace, and prosperity, a reality in our lives.
Great God of light,
Bless and protect us, radiate our souls with your divine light, so that we may truly become instruments of your grace.
Please be seated. We will now receive through Johrei. Johrei is now concluded. We will now listen to a reading from Meishu-sama's teachings. The right choice. I have no desire to become a great hero, glorified by the entire world. I only wish to be loved by others. The sorrows and joys we experience in our lives are created by our own hands. Although I work toward great goals, I am careful not to ignore or neglect the little things in life. Any act of wrongdoing results in a negative repercussion. This unquestionable fact is called the law of cause and effect, and it is a spiritual truth. A human being can never attain good fortune and prosperity except by way of goodness. Suffering is given to us for some reason, the consequence of spiritual clouds accumulated as a result of this law. The only possible way to alleviate suffering is ask God to remove our spiritual clouds. These clouds can be eliminated by God's divine light through Johrei, which purges the clouds, the root of our suffering. Our spiritual clouds can be removed in great or small amounts, depending on the strength of our faith and the degree of our virtue. Those formed by our negative thoughts and words can be alleviated for the most part if we pray to God daily. But this may not be enough. Spiritual clouds formed by our negative actions cannot be removed through prayer alone. It is essential that we accumulate good deeds and strive to bring happiness and joy to others. Just praying to God does not bring us true salvation.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Lígia Oizumi de Oliveira. I am from New York Johrei Center, and I'm going to share my faith experience. Personal journey around the world. My first encounter with Johrei happened almost by chance during an event in Curitiba, Brazil. I was there working on my Tsuru project when I saw people sitting quietly receiving something I didn't yet understand. I've always been curious about anything different, so I approached the booth and asked what it was. They explained it was about light and purification of the body. I immediately said yes. As I sat there receiving Johrei, I cried. The music was so peaceful, and I felt an overwhelming sense of peace wash over me. It was a rare moment to be directly with God, thinking and being grateful for everything in my life. Someone offered me a handkerchief with such kindness and gentleness, qualities I did admire, especially in Messianic members. That warmth touched my heart profoundly. At that time, I had just begun a sabbatical year from 2017 to 2018. I had taken time off from my 7 years career to seek spiritual growth and serve others, though I didn't fully understand what I was doing. I had a peace culture project centered around the tsuru, the Japanese origami crane, a symbol of peace. The Tsuru project began after a major transformation in my life. I had overcome depression and I decided to follow my heart. I started teaching people how to make churros, but with a rule. While folding, while folding, they could only think positive thoughts about health, prosperity, and peace. No complaining allowed. My first workshop was with a friend suffering from chronic back pain after a car accident. During those minutes of folding and thinking positively, she forgot her pain. That moment changed everything for me. I spent a year taking this project everywhere to hospital, schools, and even prisons in Brazil. I gathered volunteers and visited hospitals on Christmas Day and New Year's Eve, giving tutus to patients with a message of hope. I told them to think positively so they would leave the hospital soon and return home health. People would look at me in disbelief. What are you doing here in New Year's Eve? But for me, it brought immense joy. I traveled to Israel, I left Toulouse at Western Wall, went to Palestine, a main hospital, and delivered Toulouse to patients. My journey took me to Nepal, where I spent a month in a Buddhist monastery teaching young monks to make Toulouse. There, I studied Buddhist philosophy about liberation from suffering, which was deeply meaningful given my own journey through depression. Later, I would learn in Messianic teachings that everything is purification, and even more beautiful understanding. I also traveled to Japan, delivering surus at peace monuments in Hiroshima and Nagasaki during the August Peace Memorial ceremonies to honor the dead and spread the prayer for everlasting world peace. Ai, meu amor. Visiting the memorial of Sadako Sasaki, the girl who survived Hiroshima and folded cranes, hoping for health, felt sacred. I didn't know then that what I was doing was also a form of donation. Making others happy, which Meishu-sama teaches, is the source of true happiness. My depression at age 25 had been a turning point. Before that, I was extremely perfectionistic, self critical, demanding 100% of everything. I worked 14 hours daily on a computer, suffering chronic neck and shoulder pain so severe I needed hospital injections. A doctor warned me that if I didn't change my life, I wouldn't have the strength to hold my future children. That warning stirred something deep within me. Today, I don't see depression as something negative. It was purification. If I had continued living as before, I would have become bitter, unhealthy, possibly not even alive. Depression transformed me into a lighter person, someone who can tell my eldest son when he shows perfectionist traits. It's okay. You made a mistake. Just put an X, learn to do it right, and continue. It's part of life. In 2018, I came to New York to attend a United Nations event about my social project. And through an unexpected connection, I met my husband. We fell in love immediately and married 5 months later. His unwavering commitment to Meishu-sama's philosophy moved me to join the movement. He has been practicing since age 14, going alone because no one in his family is a Johrei practitioner. He would perform Johrei for his students before and after jiu-jitsu classes. We now have 2 children, and we wanted to give our family a spiritual direction, a path of light to follow. When asked why I wanted to join the Miroku Association, I said, because I want my family to walk a path of light and peace, following these teachings. I want to plant these seeds for my children. Every day, I practice letting go of perfectionism. When the house is disorganized with toys everywhere and dishes piles up, I remind myself my children are healthy and happy playing at home, not in the hospital. That's a blessing. That's a blessing. The children's mass means movement. It's part of childhood. The Jesus can wait because the most important thing is to care for my children. I am grateful because I was able to transform myself, become a lighter person, a better wife, and mother. This is the miracle I experience daily. I thank God and Meishu-sama for every spirit of light that somehow helped us and guided us to this day, and still the many that will come. Thank you very much.
This brings to a conclusion our evening service. Thank you everyone for joining us and have a blessed evening.